my name is Aisyah Aulia Azzahra with name 44251184 from Binasarana Informatika University. Today, I want to share my opinion about smoking in the campus area. This topic may sound simple, but it's actually something that affects all of us, like students, lecturers, and everyone who spends time on campus.
Indonesia adalah negara dengan kasus non-perokok terpapar asap rokok tertinggi di dunia.
500 orang meninggal dunia karena rokok.
First of all, I personally think that smoking should not be allowed in campus area. The reason is because campus supposed to be a place for learning, for building ideas, and for developing a healthy lifestyle. When people smoke around campus, it doesn't only disturb others, but it also gives a bad example for students, especially the younger ones. I know that some people may say it's my right to smoke, and yes, that's true. Everyone has their own rights, but we also have the responsibility to respect other people's health. Smoking in public space, especially in places like a university, means other people will also breathe the smoke, and that's not fair because secondhand smoke is just as dangerous as smoking itself. Let me tell you something that I often see. Sometimes, when I walk near the parking area or around the campus area, I see a few students smoking. The smell goes everywhere, and people who don't smoke have to inhale it too. It's uncomfortable, and sometimes it even ruins the mood to eat or to study outside. That's why I believe smoking areas should be separated and far from where most students gather. Besides, smoking doesn't really match the image of a university student. As students, we are expected to be role models, people who care about health, the environment, and the future. If we smoke freely on campus, what kind of message are we sending to others? That's okay to ignore health? That we don't care about clean air? I think that's not what education stands for. There is also the environmental side. Cigarettes butts are one of the most common types of litters. If you walk around campus, you might notice cigarettes butts lying on the ground near fence. They make the environment look dirty, and they take years to decompose. So, smoking doesn't just harm people, it also harms nature. Now, I understand that quitting smoking isn't easy. Some students might smoke to reduce stress or because their friends do it. I'm not judging anyone personally. What I think is the campus should help create a healthier environment, maybe by providing counseling or setting up a smoke free zone with clear signs. That's why students who want to quit can feel support, and those who don't smoke can enjoy a clear space. Imagine if our campus was totally smoke free. The air would be fresher, people would feel more comfortable sitting outside, and the surroundings would look cleaner. It might even inspire students to live a healthier lifestyle overall. In conclusion, my opinion is smoking should be restricted or banned in campus area. It's not about taking away someone's freedom, but about protecting the health and comfort of everyone. A smoke-free campus represents a smart, responsible, and caring community, and that's exactly what a university should be. Thank you for listening to my opinion. I hope one day we can all study and spend time on campus without worrying about cigarette smoke around us.
Rokok itu tidak baik, rokok itu racun. Stop, stop, stop.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Aisyah Aulia Azzahra with name 44251184 from Binasarana Informatika University. In this video, I will explain about the simple present tense. Keep watching this video. What is simple present tense? The simple present tense is used to describe routines or habitual events that occur every day. The simple present tense can also be used to indicate something that is happening right now. Function of simple present tense. First, general truth. General truth refers to general truths or absolute truths. This means things whose truth is certain and generally known. For example, 1. Cats are mammals. 2. Water freezes at 0 degrees. Second, habits. Habit means something that is done continuously and consistently. For example, 1. My father goes to work every weekdays. 2. I study with my friends every Sunday at the academy. Third, instructions. Instructions meanings commands or instructions. Examples include the instruction boards we often see on the road. Instructions can also be found on product packaging. For example, 1. Don't enter this area. 2. Cook the noodle for 3 minutes. 4. Fixed schedules. A fixed schedule is something that is scheduled but not repeated. For example, 1. The show starts at 7 p.m. 2. The script marks their upcoming concert in Indonesia on September 30 and October 1st. And this is form of simple present tense. There is I, you, they, and we. It's called plural subject to be, am, or are, and auxiliary to. And then there is he, she, and it. It's called singular subject to be, is, and auxiliary does. Form of simple present tense for noun sentence. A noun sentence is a sentence that sets an object, such as a person, name, profession, place, or anything else that is considered an object. Therefore, the predicate is to be, is, am, and are. For noun sentence, there are 4 types of sentence form, namely positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. And there is an example for sentence positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. Positive forms. Positive forms refers to sentences that have a positive forms or value. The patterns for noun sentence is subject plus to be plus complement. To be consists of is, am, and are, and its use depends on the subject. Complements, on the other hand, consist of nouns, adverb, and adjectives, and their use depends on the sentence. For example, 1. He is a teacher. 2. I am smart. 3. We are a group of students. B. Negative form. If it's a negation or denial, it's called a negative form. So, a negative sentence is a sentence with a negative value. The pattern for a noun sentence is subject plus to be plus not plus complement. Just add not to the positive form. For example, 1. My mother is not a cook. 2. I'm not lazy. 3. They are not here yet. C. Interrogative form. The interrogative forms refers to sentences that are in the forms of question. So, don't forget to use a question mark. The pattern for noun sentence is to be plus subject plus complement plus question mark. For example, 1. Is the food delicious? 2. Am I right? And 3. Are you a doctor? D. Interrogative form with WH question. There is the interrogative form with WH question. What does this mean? How is it different from the previous interrogative form? The difference is that this interrogative form uses WH question or question word containing the letters WH such as what, when, where, who, whom, which, whose, why, and how. For this form, the pattern in a noun sentence is WH question plus to be plus subject plus question mark, unlike the previous interrogative form. This interrogative form begins with a WH question, followed by the word to be, then the subject. For example, 1. Who is that boy? 2. Where am I? And 3. Why are you late? Form of simple present tense for verb sentence. A verb sentence is a sentence that expresses an action or behavior. Therefore, its predicate is a verb. The verb used must be verb 1 because the simple present tense uses the present tense, meaning the correct verb is verb 1. Similar to noun sentence, verb sentence also have four sentence forms: positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. And this is some example for how to use form the simple present tense for adverb sentence in positive, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with WH question. A. Positive form. For the positive form of a verb sentence, the pattern is subject plus verb 1 or verb 1 plus S or ES plus complement. This verb can be a regular verb without the ending S or ES or a verb ending in S or ES. Remember the subject table we discussed earlier? If the subject is I, you, they, and we, use the verb without the ending S or ES. If the subject is he, she, and it, use the verb ending in S or ES. For example, 1. I write a letter. 2. He goes to school. B. Negative form. Next, we move on to the negative form. For negative verb sentence, the pattern is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus complement. Remember, in the negative form, we insert not to express negation or denial. For example, they don't know where to go. She doesn't bring an umbrella. C. Interrogative form. For the interrogative form of a verb sentence, the pattern is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question mark. Don't forget to use a question mark. For example, does he bring the book? Do you like it? D. Interrogative form with WH question. The interrogative form with a WH question, verb sentence, the pattern is WH question plus do or does subject plus verb 1 plus complement plus question mark. Similar to noun sentence, in this form, the WH question is placed at the beginning of the sentence before the to be sentence. For example, when does he go to school? Why do you love badminton so much? And there is some example for how to use positive, negative, or interrogative. Finally, we have reached the end of this presentation. Thank you for listening carefully to my previous explanation. I apologize for any shortcoming in my presentation. See you next time!